Yello, and welcome to episode 71 of my Terraria Calamity mod playthrough. We've got another crafting and gathering day today. The gathering will be farming the Devourer of Gods, for its sweet Cosmilite Bars. But before that, we have to make some stuff from the events we collected yesterday. So first things first, we should have done this a long time ago. We could actually decrypt this the previous time we upgraded this, but we never got around to it. So we'll let that go. We need to convert all of this over to Ascendant Essence. Did I miscount, or is one of these used more than the others? Oh, I didn't realize that that's how that worked. Okay. I assumed it was a one-to-one thing, but no, it's not. We need more than 40. We may actually have to do the Frost event again then. That will have to do for now. 60 should probably be enough for everything we want to craft. Oh damn it, we consumed the things that we needed for this. What was that? The Eclipse fragments. Okay. Plenty of those spare. So we have a couple of minion, or not minion, pet upgrades here. Dark Sigil and the Phantom in the Jar. These are the two ones we're going to need for the highest tier. These are light pets, aren't they? Okay, that's a little fishy. They're the ones we need for the highest tier Calamity Vanities light pet. I cannot see this among all of my other things. Oh, there it is. It's the little flame there. Okay, that's the trivial stuff. Time to get to the more interesting stuff. Before we can use this, we do have stuff that we can craft just using the Darksun fragments and the Nightmare Fuel. There wasn't anything that we could currently make using the endothermic flame stuff. Let's just move this all over. Also, I checked out what ammo is available to us, so we're going to craft the most powerful ammo we can, and we'll see whether or not the Viper engine still stacks up. So let's get this stuff crafted. What have we got? So, Darksun Ring, the Eclipse Mirror, the Occultix Crown, Static Void. Not arrows, we want the slugs. Yep, upgraded pet. That is in our list. 2 of these. I think we're done. Yeah. Okay, so most of these are accessories. We have 1 new pet. Oh no, this isn't pet, this is a mount. It's a cool mount, but unfortunately it has the older, more crappier way of flying in that it gets tired. That said, flies pretty quick, it moves pretty quick. I might keep it. While this one is unlimited, is this slightly faster? Not really. And this runs pretty good as well. Okay, we'll keep it because I like the look of that thing. We don't actually have any dyes, do we? I think we have the ability to... Well, we have the ability to make all kinds of dyes, but... I think it's Cosmilite Bars that have a specific die assigned to them. Yeah. One of these other things also has dies assigned to them. That is a die. This is a die. I'm curious. This should be on the... over here? Where are you? Probably needs a table, doesn't it? A die vat. Did we actually ever buy one of those? We never did. We never bought the die vat off the painter? Question mark? The die trader. Okay, and then this is where we find out, actually no, we did have it, we just put it down somewhere, we didn't think about it at the time. Okay. What do you look like died? There's going to be a really good colour that we can dye this thing, but for the time being, let's just go. Let's just use these here until we have a better dye. The dye I always used to use, let's see if we can find it, because it was a mix. We would start with this one, and then you'd mix it. I think it was this one here. It may just have been straight blue flame and silver dye. Yeah, this may have been the one that I ended up using the most. But anyway, distractions. We were here to test and craft things. And we have a lot of things to test and craft and kill. Okay, so we can put that away for now. We have 2 weapons, well, 3 technically, because we do want to retest this. And then a bunch of accessories. So the Dark Sun increases damage, increases life regeneration, increases minions. During the day it gives extra health regeneration, during the night it gives extra defense, during the eclipse it gives extra regeneration defense. The 2 extra minions this gives is quite nice. It may be something we want to keep, given the fact that we will eventually have a spare slot. We're going to immediately lose the spare slots that we're going to gain. The Eclipse Mirror is a stealth thing. Increases maximum stealth, increases rogue damage. Excellent, it did come out as lucky. Increases crit, reduces enemy aggression in the abyss, increases regeneration, regenerates faster while moving, stealth strikes only use 50%, grants the ability to evade attacks. So, it's the combination of the 2 things that went in it and a little bit extra, I believe. So that can go there. This is the buff for the rage and whatchamathingy timers, adrenaline timers. Increases jump speed, allows consistent jumping, immunity to fall damage, grants a dodge. So, 2 interesting accessories. We may end up using them, we probably will end up using that, I'm not sure just yet. We'll see once we get rid of our wings again. Let's put them away for now. And let's test out these 2 weapons and retest this 3rd one. So, we have hopefully another missile launcher and a new magic weapon. And then we'll test that in a second. So, fires a burst of 4 fueled air rockets, which explode into cluster bombs. Each burst consumes 2 rockets. That's pretty damn effective, actually. I can see that being very effective against the Devourer of Gods. Okay, Voltic Climax conjures an octagon of supercharged magnetic spheres around the cursor. Oh, it's an upgraded version of that. It's effective damage, but it's probably not pierce damage, and it's probably not going to be all that good against what we're trying to do. It is upgradable. Not yet, though. Okay, and we want to test... this. Okay, so let's summon... we only have 5 slots at the minute. So we'll test it with all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is doing what I was hoping it would. So, the bullets that we're using now, they're the most powerful bullets in the game in that they do the most damage, but they also, you will notice, there's an additional set of bullets being fired. Basically, after each of the bullets have finished their trajectory, they appear behind us and move towards the cursor, which allows these bullets to hit twice. And the first set of bullets pierce. So, let's get... we are looking at about... it's bouncing between 3.5 and 4.5. So we'll call it 4,000. We want to compare that to something comparable like the Hydra Staff. The Hydra Staff is more consistent. But it is, on average, slightly more damage for this thing. So I think that settles that. We will be keeping it. Because, as I said, the bullets will pierce. So we want to remove the Hydra Staff. That can't be upgraded any further. That goes there. That goes back up there. Let's put this stuff away. Yes, the rocket launchers go in here. It's a magic weapon that has an upgrade. So that can just go in here. Actually, that's the wrong chest. That's the summon chest. It can just go in here. And this can go away, and that also means that we can take... we don't need this anymore. Is that an upgrade? That doesn't have an upgrade. Yes, that's using the... in this. Right, that's one set done. Time for the second set. This is everything that we can make using these. So, let's just grab them all. Most of these are accessories, I believe. But there's also an armor set and a set of wings in here. So let's craft them all. Yep. 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 There's nanotech. There's the summoner thing. And then we want a pair of wings. The armor. The leggings. And the summoner HUD. Okay. So, let's just put this set of armor on here for now. We're going to need it later, but we don't need it yet. We are a bit more nippy than I was a second ago, and it's throwing me off a little. Because we now have boots and wings. So, we'll start with the armor set, with what the armor set does. So as well as the individual pieces, the set bonuses, a 65% increase to summon damage, 5 additional minions, summons an ancient leaf prison that blasts your enemies with life energy, or projectiles spawn healing leaf orbs on enemy hits. Maximum run speed and acceleration is boosted by 5%. If you are reduced to 1 HP, you will not die from any further damage for 8 seconds. This effect has a 5-minute cooldown. This cooldown does not decrement if any bosses or events are active. And the wings, the Sylvia Revive heals you to half your HP while wearing the armor. And that's the main reason that I want to have this set of wings, because that's just extra buffer room. Okay, now let's have a look at all the other accessories. Yeah, they are all accessories. There are no additional weapons at the minute. We do need Cosmilite Bars for those. So we have the Chalice of the Blood God, increases maximum health, taking more than 5 damage converts the hit into a damage over time bleed debuff. This bleeding does not interfere with life regeneration. Drinking a healing potion removes half of the remaining bleed damage. So if you get hit for something well over 600 health, you can reduce the amount of damage you're going to take. I don't know how heavy or fast that bleed effect is, but it's an interesting weapon. And then unequipping the accessory while bleeding inflicts the remaining damage instantly. So a good way to instantly kill yourself. This is the melee top tier accessory. So, melee attacks and projectiles inflict elemental mix, increases damage, critical strike, speed, does not stack with downgrades, increases true melee damage, increases knockback, enables auto swings for melee weapons, increases the size of melee weapons. So if I do that and then get that out, I suppose that's for any melee weapon that doesn't have an automatic swing like that, where holding down just keeps going. And then we have the ranged one, increases range damage, increases range crit, reduces ammo usage, grants 20% chance to not consume arrows, so that's additional on top of ammo usage, because arrows are a type of ammo. Greatly increases the range projectiles velocities. This is the magic one, increases magic damage, magic crit, decreases mana usage, massively increases the maximum amount of mana, increases the range that you pick of mana stars, you automatically use mana potions, when needed if visibility is on. The nanotech, which is the final rogue upgrade. Rogue projectiles create nanoblades as they travel. Stealth strikes summon nanoblades and spark on enemy hit. Stealth strikes have 15 armor penetration, deal 5% more damage, heal for 2 HP, 15% increase to rogue damage, 15% increase to rogue velocity. Landing stealth strike grants 12 bonus crits to all non-stealth strikes that decrease over 5 seconds. And lastly, the Nucleogenesis. Increases maximum minions by 4. The 2 ones before this would have increased it by 5. The armor set we're using has given us an extra 2 over everything that we've been using so far. So technically we're gaining 1. Does not stack with downgrades. Grants immunity to Shadow Flame and Irradiate. Increases summon damage. Increases minion knockback. Minions inflict a variety of debuffs. Minions spawn damaging sparks on enemy hits. Okay, and then that wants to get equipped to the rogue somewhere. There's no way we are not equipping this to the rogue. So what do we replace? Do we replace existing crits? I don't really want to get rid of that. Increases rogue damage. Stealth regenerates faster. It's really nice to have. This doesn't do as much as I would like it to, because the additional projectile doesn't... I suppose the stealth strikes cause a circular fan of seeking cosmic knives. That's probably useful. Summoning a red lightning aura around the player. Definitely keeping that. I think we probably put this off. Yeah, I think it's time to remove that. And nanotech goes here. Okay, so let's put these away, and then we'll give these new upgrades a quick test. Yeah. We may end up using some of these at a later date. We went through a lot more Ascendant spirits than I was hoping. One moment, I'm just going to upgrade all these new accessories. Okay then, that's basically everything. We need Cosmilite Bars now. Oh, it's one of those. Bloody hell! It's doing 5,000, 6,000 damage on its own, and I don't even have a summoner weapon out yet. Does that matter? Doesn't seem to matter. This is gonna wreck the Devourer of Gods because it's multi-segmented, so all of these can hit multiple times. It's large enough that this could really, really do some serious damage to the thing. Interesting. Okay, so we do need to now kill that boss again because we are, if I can work my way around to get into, where are you? There we go. To the bars. The Fearmonger set is still a compelling option, particularly if we're going to have to farm Frost Moon again. Because Frost Moon was the one that did the most damage to us. We died 4 times to it. And this will give us damage reduction. We lose some amount of... I think we gain defense. Oh no, we're going to lose actual straight up defense and we lose some minions. Oh, that's the wrong one. We want this one over here. There we go. We have more defense. We lose damage from the minions. We lose the total number of minions. But we can use the Murasama without issue of it reducing anything. Minions attacks also give us life regeneration, and life regeneration is accelerated. And then damage reduction. So this might be good when we need to farm some more Endo Flames. But this just has straight up more damage on it. Significantly so. Anyway, we do indeed need to fight it again. So, I've already tapped all of those. I have collected some more potions. Having now beaten it, I have looked it up. It is immune to basically every single debuff in the game. So, Inferno's no good. I don't think Gravity Normalization does anything. Soaring Potion is helpful here. We do want these. We need to be mindful of our maximum buff slots, particularly given the fact we're going to be using 3 minions. And then food. We shall turn off these, because that gives us 2 extra minion slots. Let's see what this new armor and our 2 new minions. Oh, and our sword. Let's not forget our sword. We'd be very, very remiss to forget the sword. Good lord, this sword is insane. Yeah. We'll have that then. Oh yes, I have upgraded this slightly. I noticed a need during that fight to have additional platforms, or these additional platforms over here to allow us to land on them, but also they're helpful for when we need to do the dodge phase. That has some significant range on it. Okay, so one of these, 5 of these. That's not going to do us any good. That gives us space 4. 4 of these. Let's put this here. Actually, no, let's put this well up here so we can actually start damaging it when it spawns. Okay. Here and here. Also, I wanted to have this additional platform because hopefully that additional platform is going to put me out of range of the sandstorm if it decides to trigger, so we can just move up there. Okay. Buffs, additional summon. Tail. on the mini-map. Good lord, that has a long range on it. There we go, here it comes. I allowed it to stand on top of me. Where are you coming from? Can't do that. It was a nice idea, but no, we shouldn't try to take his head on. Its head is up there somewhere. I think it's exploded off to the right hand side. Did we collect any stuff? We've collected stuff. Where did you die? Where's your loot? Where is its loot? Didn't get stuck up there. We can use a void potion to grab it. I have no idea where it landed. Its head went flying off in some direction. We should be able to get it with the thing, so let's quickly summon it again before... Where are you? Here you come. Heal that. Did that actually leave a hole in the ground? There they are. They're both underground. Okay, fair enough. At least we know where they are now. Buffs. We still have 2 minutes on the shortest ones, so we know we're going to need a lot of this stuff. Away we go again. Further down. My dash was either late or it didn't go off correctly. At least that one we can grab. It actually landed up here, didn't it? There we go. One more time. We did just lose a buff, but we still have our main ones. Get after its tail. Damn it, it nailed me with its head. We need to be careful because we have taken a lot of unnecessary damage. And that one's going to die underground as well. Wait, did those two treasure bags disappear? That'll be very, very annoying if those treasure bags disappeared. They're not a map anymore. They despawned! That is not cool! Not cool at all! We just wasted 2 attempts. Okay. Let me... Oh, balls. That's going to have put some extra junk into here that we didn't want to go into here. It's fine, we have plenty of space. Oops, I clicked and dragged. Right, let's have a look. Only 100 bars. This is why we wanted to kill it multiple times. Okay, we've more or less got it nailed. It can still kill us if we're not careful. But I don't think I need to watch you or make you watch me farm it 3 more times to make up for the 2 times that it didn't, or that the things despawned. Shit. No, I think that's fine. I think we're okay. I don't think anything that I actually wanted to be put away got put away. But I can always check in the edit. It's possible something got filed away that I didn't want filed away. Doesn't look like it though. But yeah. Maybe the bow did. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I will kill it 3 more times. If I die, I'll let you know. And then I need to figure out what we can make with these Cosmilite Bars. So, I will be back in a moment. Ooh. This sounds like a multi-segment. Hang on. We need to test. No, it can wait. It can wait. We have other bosses that we can test this on. Yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So, we ended up killing it about 20 more times because this thing here absolutely refused to drop. We pretty much got everything that we can get from it. We even got another set from supporters of the mob loader. Let's put that away. And yeah, we have 1,000 odd ingots. Nothing too big. Oh, and we got the trophy as well. It did kill us twice. One of them was absolutely our fault. The other one, I claim that the game screwed me over. And I'm sticking with that story. Because because I was trying to get a specific item, I was continually opening and closing the inventory. Yeah. Or opening the treasure bags to figure out what was there. And I think... Is it this one or is it this one? I think this one... no, this spawned in our inventory. And if you press B, not only does it activate your buffs, it also activates the adrenaline gauge, and it activates any pets you have in your inventory. So I was greeted with, if this is the one, it may not be the one. Oh wait, of course it's not working in the minute, we have them turned off. I was greeted with this thing appearing over the top of me and following me around. In the middle of a battle with this thing, this is a little disconcerting given how much damage its head did. And its head, not this one, but the head of the actual one, did a huge amount of damage to me right before the grid phase came up. So yeah, that killed me because of this thing. So, as cool as this is, we're not going to be using it as a minion because, good lord, it's hard enough to see with all the shit I have at the minute without that thing as well. The rest of this stuff is, I believe, just all vanity stuff. So we can put them all away. This has an upgrade. I don't know what that upgrade does. But if it has an upgrade, we may as well upgrade it because it only uses Cosmilite Bars. If it's made a difference, I can't tell because there's too much other stuff there. But yeah, let's put all that stuff away. So we're not going to be able to craft everything, unfortunately. There's a very good reason for that. We've run out of these things. So we're going to have to do Frost Moon again, and I'm not going to make you watch that. But we have enough stuff to be getting on with if we go over to our two chests. We have all of this stuff that we can test from the actual boss itself. And then we have all of this stuff in here. Let me just slide myself over. And we may as well test the stuff that can be crafted with just Cosmilite Bars. So that will be the plan. What am I missing in this? Did I not? Oh no, that needs a Crimson Altar to craft it. But yeah, we have enough for both sets of armor. So the Fearmonger set, which will hopefully allow me to survive farming Frost Moon, we'll see. And the rogue version of the Godslayer set. So let me grab all of this. I'll go do the one with the Crimson Altar first. I think I found a nearer one. Wasn't there a Crimson Altar over here somewhere? I can't see it. I'll just go to the one where I know where it is. Okay, so we'll craft this thing, just a accessory that gives us an extra 20% damage at the cost of taking 15% more health. We're not going to be using that, most likely, but we have it now anyway. The other thing we may as well do now, this should have finished. Indeed. So let's give this a read. Because we restarted the game, it's reset it in here, which means I'm going to have to read it from here. I have since made progress to even greater weapons than these, but they remain creations to be proud of. No progress can be made without a desire that... Let's try this again. I have since made progress to even... This seems a lot shorter than what the text was going to be, but... I have since made progress to even greater weapons than these, but they remain creations to be proud of. No progress can be made without a desire that comes from dissatisfaction. Addendum. The time has come. You are ready. Okay. Now, did we read the ice log? I don't think so. I think this is one we haven't. A freezing tundra where only creatures that have adapted to the sub-zero temperatures thrive. Few sapient beings have ever permanently resided here, save for miners and the Archmage. With this fact in mind, Yharem has renounced... That looks like an exclamation point. Has renounced I observe this place for oddities due to the armies largely having glossed over this location. I'm sure I read that wrong. Yharem has renounced. I observe this place for oddities due to the armies largely having glossed over the location. Additionally, I have been requested by the Archmage to perform studies on this frigid metal. There is little else to do on this frozen wasteland, so his requests have been accepted. Cryonic ore, as the Archmage simply calls it. It is a material seemingly akin to iced over glass. One would assume it is a fragile material at a glance, yet upon testing it is clear that it is not the case. Plating made out of it has been found to be more durable and resilient than mithril alloy via fluctuator and tensile testing, followed by destructive attempts. Yet it is but a fraction of the weight. Perhaps mass amounts of this material could be used to forge armor for units whose disdain for the usual burden of metal plating. I will likely inquire further about the creation methods of cryonic ore to achieve this. As described earlier, cryonic ore was developed by the Archmage, Permafrost. Despite his position as the Mage of Mages, he has little will to engage in combat. He insists acts of advisory to Yharem, assisting in much of the management of the cities and towns taken by or sided with the Godkiller. In addition, he seems to have bonded with the girl who achieved seeking Yharem some months ago, acting as a fatherly figure to her. I myself have taken an interest in her immense natural powers. I believe he's talking about the Brimstone Witch. Okay, so let's craft up this lot. So, we have an upgrade to our shield, we have the amalgam, we have the sponge, we have 2 new boots, we have a set of Fearmonger armor, and we need a set of Godslayer armor, specifically the Rogue set. And then we may as well craft a fishing rod, and then this weapon, and then this weapon, and then this weapon. I don't know whether or not we need any of these. Are these materials? That's a material. Let's just make sure if we need 2 of some of these. No, we only need 1 of those. We've already got the sword. That's a flamethrower. It's a rogue weapon. Another rogue weapon. And then this is a mount that is going to be used in the super mount from Calamity Vanities. Let's take the die off it for the time being. Can just about see it, fair enough. I still like our dragon, so we'll put that away. Where were the rest of them? Here they are. We're just missing the key now. Right. Put boots over here. Let's swap out our rogue armor. What's the bonus effect for this I've got? You fire a Godkiller shrapnel round while firing ranged weapons every 2.7 or 2.5 seconds. Allows you to dash for an immense distance in 8 directions. Hold H while holding down the movement keys to dash the direction you want. Enemies you dash through take massive damage. During the dash, you are immune to most debuffs. Why was I coming up here? This is not the place that we stole our armor. So, that's... bloody hell! I was not ready for that. What's the cooldown of this? 25 seconds, isn't it? Good lord. That took me by surprise. That is quite a thing. Okay. We may as well... let's temporarily store these in here, because I think we're going to need the extra room in our inventory. And then get the weapons out of here. We may as well get some gel, because we're probably going to need it. We'll leave those there for now. Okay. Since we only have one of them, let's test the summoner weapon first. Ah yes, our armor set. Okay, we can swap over to this for the temporary. Yeah, okay. So we have 8 slots. We'll test it with 4. Where is it? That needs upgrading. Let me quickly get some upgrades in these things. Okay. First things first, let's quickly put on the Warden Aegis. So this is just an upgraded version of the 2 shields we had, and it has effectively combined effects. Nice. We already know what this does. Extends the duration of potion bursts by 100%. Potion bursts remain active even after you die. Increases damage. Shards rain down when you are hit. Ability or grants the ability to dodge attacks. Temporarily increases critical strike and summon damage after a dodge. Nearby enemies receive a variety of sickness-related debuffs when you are hit. And then the sponge projects a quantum foam barrier that absorbs up to 180 damage. The barrier grants 30 defense and reduces damage taken by 10%. While active, the barrier starts recharging 9 seconds after being hit. Recharges from 0 to full. Takes 6 seconds. Being hit again while recharging restarts the timer. So extra defense and health effectively. Cool. So that does a similar thing to what the Profane Soul artifact does. I don't know if we will use it, but it's certainly nice to have. And everything else is a weapon other than, say, the boots. Let's swap over the boots. We can take the wings off. Temporarily. I do it that order? That order, okay. Because these wings no longer give us a benefit. We won't worry about adding something else to it. So, first things first, summon staff. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is another one of these. That's actually a lot of damage, given the fact we're losing damage for this armor set. So that's 1,400. Call it about 4,000, 4,500. Versus just the dragons. They're not synced yet. There we go. Okay, they do more. I don't think it beats this. Let's go all 5 and then we'll swap back. Yeah, because that's almost double, so definitely not that. But does it beat these? Oh wait, we need to aim. It does. Okay. So it is a decent replacement for these. So now the question becomes, how silly does it get? We can only get 8 out at the minute. But what does 8 of them do? It is quite effective. So yeah, we have already replaced this, never mind. Okay, on to everything else. Let's swap these back over now. I will need to remember to mix things or remix them up when I actually go do the things. Okay. Right, we have a slot missing. Boots! Boots, that's why we have a slot missing. There we go. Okay, let's start weapon testing then. Let's find all our melee weapons first. It's a melee weapon. And ranged weapons. True melee weapon. That's a melee weapon. We only have one... No, we have two. Two ranged weapons. And then... magic weapons, rogue weapons. Okay. Ruthless Cosmic Discharge. Seeking an enemy with the whip causes glance or glacial explosions that grant the player the Cosmic Freeze buff. This buff gives the players increased life regeneration while standing still and freezes enemies near the player. Ah, it's one of these. That is again a lot of damage. Not as much as the Murmosa, but it is a lot of damage. Fires a spread of spinning blades, summon laser fountains on hit. Interesting, but doesn't really do too much more damage, so not compared to this. Shoots an essence scythe that generates healing sprites on enemy kills. Suppose these all have different levels of damage on them, damage buffs. And then we have a yo-yo. Ruins nearby enemies with death lasers. An exceptionally agile yo-yo. That is almost able to just straight up follow the cursor. Extreme strong number. Spawns essence flames on hit. Yeah, that's got a decent damage to it. Summons a portal that the spear crosses through. Shortly after going through the portal, portals appear near the mouse and releases copies of the spear's cutting edge. Enemies hit by the copy created laceration in space, revealing a cosmic background. Oh, I see what it's doing. That's kind of neat. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's a cool weapon. Norfleets. Fire everything. What the hell do you use for ammunition then? It doesn't use rockets, doesn't use arrows, doesn't use gel, doesn't use bullets. Flares? may have to look this up. Fire everything. No, it's not firing, so it definitely needs some kind of ammunition. We're going to need to look this up. One moment, please. It's stars. He uses stars as ammunition. Keep forgetting that that is a thing. And then this is just a flamethrower, effectively. Unleashes a torrent of flame which can pass through tiles. Uses gel as ammunition. That's going to do a lot of damage to a multi-segmented boss. Okay, now for the second set. Swap these back and then we'll swap the new ones in. Two magic weapons and then two rogue weapons. We already got and tested the rogue weapon that came from this. In fact, we're using it. Okay. Cast a storm of nebula lasers from the sky. Seen similar weapons, it's not particularly effective. Casts a powerful ray that summons extra rays on its first hit. Okay, that's piercing. That would be a lot more effective. And then we have the rogue weapons. Oh, son of a... I got the ranged helmet, not the rogue helmet. Nuts. We do still have enough stuff. Let's just grab a lot of them for the time being. We only need two of them. Melee, ranged, rogue. What am I going to do with this thing now? I'll just have to put it away. We may end up crafting all three or all three remaining sets at some point, but today is not that day. Okay. So what was the set effect of this? 120 max stealth. While at full HP, your rogue stats are boosted by 10%. If you take over 80 damage in one hit, you'll be given extra invulnerability frames, allows you to dash for immense distance in... So that's just the effect of this particular armor. Okay. Here's a question. How much damage does that dash actually do? A lot. Doing that to the a multi-segment that was a 1,000 or 13,000. Doing that to a multi-segmented boss will do a lot of damage. Okay. So throws a stream of Homan blades. Stealth strike summons guillotines when the blades hit. I did see that guillotine. I think that's potentially better. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of damage. It's probably better for or a fast firing build rather than the stealth strike focus build we have. Hurls up to 10 speedy homing spike balls, attached to enemies and summons localized storm of the god Slayer's kunai. Right click to delete all existing spike balls. A lot of those appear to be missing, but I think they are actually doing damage. I don't think it's any better than what we have, or our main one at the minute. I mean, yeah, that's 40,000 in one hit. With all of our things now on. Okay. Some interesting things in there. We may end up using some of these later, but we're not going to be using them at the minute. But I think we need to call it there for an episode. Yes, we are potentially going slightly over. So yeah, we'll call it there for an episode. When we come back, I will have probably died too, but we will have defeated the Frost Legion a few more times. It's not what it is, the Frost Moon. At least one more time to get enough stuff, and we will be looking at me crafting and testing so many weapons on Friday. So that'll be the plan. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheerio.